Hello, hello, hello. What's up, everyone? How's it going today? Thank you for the follow, whoever that was. I just missed your name. Sorry, let me get the chat in the right position. Insanity Enforcer, thank you for the follow. What's up, everyone? How are you doing today? Tortoise Hype? Hey, what's up, everybody? I just posted my... Oh, you posted it? Yes, everyone, thank you for posting Commander Class suggestions. If you still have more to post, feel free to do so. I think there's probably another couple days at least that we'll be able to take them before it'll be too late. So feel free to keep sending those in for the next few days. And also, we have playmats back in stock now. So if you're looking for playmats, the official MTG Goldfish playmats are back in stock. And the replay channel on YouTube, so... Mr. Lubafu, thank you for the follow. Where do we post suggestions? So if you want to post a suggestion for Commander Clash... thanks for the follow, Lucinda. If you want to post suggestions for Commander Clash, you can do it on the MTG Goldfish YouTube, like in the comments to the video, to a Commander Clash video. The most recent one, preferably, because then we can see them all. You can tweet them at me if you'd like, Saffron Olive on Twitter, or in the comments on the MTG Goldfish website to the latest Commander Clash video. If you link a deck in any of those places, it will be considered. And if you have a... Thank you, Draconius. If you... Draconius, for some reason that reminded me of Bob's Burgers. Bronconius. If you have a specific person you want to play the deck, leave that as well. So if you're thinking, oh, I want Jake to play this, or Tomer, or Seth, that would be awesome. Yeah, the spoiler was sweet. I was really excited that we got to do it against the odd style. Are you messaging me, Stu? Dinotron, what's up? Thanks for the follow, Kiri something. Also, hello, Stu. How's it going? Alright, I will check my DMs. I'm not good at checking my DMs. You know, you could always email me, Stu, too, as well. Anyway, today... today we are playing, oh my goodness, this deck. So this is one of the instant deck tech decks. It is a little bit updated. A little bit updated from the instant deck tech version. Because the instant deck tech version was a thing when, hey, thanks, the Fluffy, when Eldrazi was in the format. So it had, like, Worship in the sideboard and Intrepid Hero, things that you just don't want to play now in Modern. Hey, what's up, Deluxe? What do you think about Thing in the Ice in the Brains deck? Could be worth it. Probably in the sideboard after they remove out the... take out the removal. I don't know if I put it in the main deck. So this is, I don't even know. This is like a Puresteel Paladin, Stonehaven Outfitter, Squadron Hawk deck. Yeah, we are just starting. And we're not playing Time Spiral Draft. I should probably update that. We are playing Puresteel Paladin today. Yeah, we had to go early today because we had to move Commander Clash recording to tonight. What's up, Mort? Fat Robot, how goes it? I'm a big fan of Worship, Blood Moon, all those things. Puresteel Paladin, Sunforger, another good combo. So we're going to do a league, but I should probably go over the deck one more time real quick. So this is what we got going on. Basically, we have a Trinket Mage package to get Paradise Mantle, Mox Opal. Jake must be thinking about tonight's Commander Clash, practicing. What do you think about the Ad Nauseam deck that won GP Charlotte? The deck is running 62 cards. Well, Ad Nauseam's a real deck. It's decent. I'm not sure about the 62 card things. Thanks for the follow, Mon. 1460. So this is sort of Caw-Blade. It's got Swords, Squadron Hawks, Stonehaven Outfitter, Puresteel Paladin, and the jankiest of jank equipment, Mortarpod, Lightning Greaves, Viridian Longbow, which turns a creature into a pinger, 4 Flayer Husks, Basilisk Collar to combo with Viridian Longbow, Paradise Mantle, don't even get me started. Then we also have Batterskull, Tezzeret's, and then in the sideboard, I moved in Bribery, which is probably ambitious since I think we only have like 21 lands, but I really want to Bribery someone's Emrakul. I thought that would be sweet. And then also Grafdigger's Cage as a real way to stop Emrakul. Hey, thanks for the follow, Pro. So we're going to give it a shot in a Modern League. It looks pretty spicy. Whether it's good or not, I don't know. Man, there's so many more people in Friendly. What's up, Jay Welsh? How's it going? Doing pretty well. Shroud Grashi. Doing good. I wonder if it's going to take a long time. Oh, thank you for the follow, AV something. What's up here, Cross? Do we do competitive or friendly? What way are we going to get faster matches? I'd rather do competitive, but I don't want to sit in these queues forever. What about Commandeer to steal Planeswalkers? That's an interesting option. Oh, Eternal Masters. Eternal Masters looks super sweet so far. Yeah, Eternal Masters looks awesome. What's up, Prophet Nation? As far as limited, I think it's too early to tell. Watching from the gym. That's a good healthy way to watch the stream. I think it's too early to really tell as far as Eternal Masters limited. But I have high hopes. Vintage Masters was good. Both Modern Masters were decent. The first one was great. The second one was still pretty good. It does look cubish so far. We'll see what the rest of the set looks like. What do I think about the Crocus reprint? I think the Crocus reprint is great. I was thinking that it might be Port in that slot, but Crocus is just as good. I thought Port was more likely, because it's not as expensive in paper and super expensive on Magic Online. Damnation will get reprinted in Eternal Masters at some point. Maybe even Standard if they change philosophy. Yeah, the format looks good. Hey, thanks for the follow, random string of numbers. 136312. Oh. Yeah, I think there's Elves. There's definitely a Reanimate deck. There looks to be I'm guessing a Storm deck. But I can't say that for sure. Necropotence makes me think Storm deck. What is the point of the reserve list? Well, at this point, it's just Wizards keeping their promise, essentially. Do you have a theory on why cards like Doomsday and Daze are so much more online than in paper? Well, it's mostly an issue of supply. A card like Doomsday and Daze, they have a lot more supply in the paper world. Because they're from sets that were fairly under-opened on Magic Online, And some of the cards like Doomsday, or Days, I guess, has multiple printings in the paper world. Doomsday doesn't. Does Doomsday? Doomsday does, right? Doesn't it have a random printing or no? Yeah, it has 6th edition printing. So I think it's just a matter of there being more supply in the paper world. Yeah, Animate Dead is definitely a sweet uncommon. Thank you, Paul Doug, for the follow. Yeah, drafting dragon combo should be pretty sweet. The problem is, the problem is the dragon is mythic. So I think you're gonna want other reanimation targets, unless you just randomly open one. Yeah, so the against the odds budget magic thing, we had to switch it this week because of the spoiler. When you get a spoiler, you have a specific date to publish it on, and it just so happened that that was on Budget Magic Day. And since Against the Odds is pretty time consuming, I didn't think I could make 2 in the same week. Hey, thank you, Raidkin, for the follow. I didn't think I could make 2 in the same week, so we just switched the days. So Budget Magic will be coming out tomorrow night, when Against the Odds usually comes. James Francis MTG, thank you for the follow. Alright, let's look at this hand. I guess this is fine. We got some equipments. W Guy, thank you for the follow. Wolf Overlord, thank you for the follow. Alright, so I think we're just going to Flooded Strand, crack it, get a... It's not really Cawblade. This is, I don't know, Jank Blade. It's not really Cawblade. Ruina, thank you for the follow. So we're going to need blue eventually. Let's just get a Hallowed Fountain, untapped, and play this Basilisk Collar. Yes, the MSRP is $10 a pack on Modern or Eternal Masters. Almost said Modern and then Vintage Masters. What's up, the Mexinerd? How goes it? Yeah, it's gonna be expensive. SC Murray 15, thank you for the follow. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it looks like there's a lot of value so far, but I don't know. It's hard to say. We'll see how much bulk is in the next 3 days of spoilers. King Snuggle Wumpus, thank you for the follow, and Tobias, thank you as well. Yeah, there's also, it's for explosives, and there's wear tear in the sideboard. Me 21, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I'm hoping, I mean, I'm definitely getting a box one way or another to do a drafting video. I think I said this on the last stream that one of the local gaming stores said they weren't taking pre-orders, so they're just going to sell them first come, first serve to whoever gets there when they open on the 10th. So hopefully I can pick up some cheap that way. If not, I got a box reserve someplace else. Velt? Something like that? Thank you for the follow. The value on MTGO is... I haven't really studied it all out yet. I guess I'll have to look at it. I don't think it's going to be low value, but it might not be super high value either. Let's just lead on Spellskite to protect our things. Candy, thank you for the follow. Bodacious Space Pirate, I have not played Overwatch, period. Should I be playing it? Is it good? Third Eye Kush? Something like that. Thank you for the follow. Interesting. Well, I'll have to check it out. Maybe I'll try playing it. And me, thank you for the follow. Dismembers our Spellskite. What is this? Is this Infect? If they're dismembering our Spellskite on turn 1, it's got to be Infect, right? Interesting. Yeah, there's Blighted Agent. Well, it probably means we just got a path here. Oh, we drew a land. That's good. Well, let's path Blighted Agent. Days is really expensive. I think it's down to 9 tickets, but it was like 30 not long ago. Squadron Hawk gives us many blockers, which is nice. Refills our hand. If only we had Jace to shuffle them back in, life would be perfect. Yeah, Days is all the way down to 6. Double Glistener Elf? Oh, Lord. Well, sounds like a good time for an Engineered Explosives. Explosives on 1. Godless Shrine, and... So there's no reason to crack it now, right? They can't make their stuff indestructible or anything. Yeah, we're going to lose our collar, but I think that's okay. Explosives is going to be so good here. Collar was already down. I didn't play collar into it. I don't know. It looks good on my end, but you guys tell me if it's lagging. I can't see it from your perspective. I'm just going to block. If they trade off with a Squadron Hawk and we can save it, I think that's fine. We can just always have it sitting there. So, play a Squadron Hawk. That was only going to get us in for 1 damage. That doesn't seem like it does that much. Ink Moth, Schmink Moth. Sorry, Naz. I don't know what's going on. That's true. Our opponent is at 11. But we haven't drawn a Puresteel yet. Can't win without casting a Puresteel. Oh, yeah. They did run out double... Well, yeah, that's true. They probably should not have done it that. Oh, my lord. That's Tezzeret. Alright, let's just... Oh. Now I feel like I'm getting punished for not killing this elf. Well, what's the worst that can happen? There's no Berserk in this format. Let's just Tezzeret. Pump it up. Oh my god! 5 lands? We're a 21 land deck and we got 5 on the battlefield and several in our graveyard. And we just whiffed. Oh, Marty Punker. The worst did happen. Now watch us lose to, like, Dismember and Pump Spells. What's up, Dark Spy? How goes it? Yeah, this is an old instant deck tech. Yeah, we could lose here now. Oh. Or we don't lose because they played Viridian Corruptor. Whoo! Alright, dodge the bullet. I kind of want to ultimate Tezzeret, though. 1, 2... If we get more artifacts, that'd be good. Yeah, I probably should have done a lot of things differently there. I just really like ultimating Tezzeret. I have a question. What important card should be in a Mizzix of the Ismagus EDH deck? Mizzix Mastery. Anything with Mizzix in the name. Also, most things with Is It in the name. I am not a professional commander builder by any means, but I would start with things that draw cards, counter spells. Went ahead and got Momiron, the off chance we'd be able to challenge you. Yeah, I don't think it'll be today, but we will challenge at some point, Marty. That's for sure. All right, Squadron Hawk. Ugh, am I really gonna have to animate? Let's pump up Tezzeret again. There's a Flayer Husk. So, Flayer Husk. Stonehaven Outfitter. What's up, Bith? Squadron Hawk. Alright, our motley crew is getting there. Oh, goodness. This deck. Oh, I don't know why are they playing main deck Viridian Corruptor? Is that a normal thing? Celissa, thank you. Uh-oh, Distortion Strike? Are we gonna lose here? Yup. Alright, well, punished for not being more aggressive. I guess I should have tried to kill our opponent a little more. Okay. Probably don't want briberies. Explosives is fine. Dismembers are good. Ugh. Life Staff. Don't really need that in this matchup. Relic, Needle, Grafdigger's Cage, Elixir. Feast and Famine is probably better than Light and Shadow? You would take out Fire and Ice instead of Light and Shadow? Tormod's Crypt? Oh, yeah. Leave in Fire and Ice, yeah. I think going down Light and Shadow is fine. Oh, no, we have Feast and Famine in the sideboard for some reason, which has still got to be better than Light and Shadow. We do have a Relic, too. A Relic and a Needle. Yeah, Needle... We have a couple Ghost Quarters to deal with Ink Moths and Squadron Hawks. Maybe go down Batterskull. I don't know if we really need Batterskull to win. I guess Needle is a pretty good target for our Trinket Mage. Probably go down Paradise Mantle, seems pretty janky. For some reason, this deck also has 61 cards. Lightning Greaves does not seem very good. Mortarpod seems sweet. And what? Bribery to steal a Noble Hierarch. Oh. We gotta make one more cut. Probably a Steel Shaper's Gift. Yeah, cut the Paradise Mantle for a Steel Shaper Gift seems like a lot. We'll try it like this. I kinda don't hate the Death Touch. You remember when I used to call you, what, Marty Pink or something like that before you changed your name? Martyr? I don't remember. Alright, we play first. Oh, the nut draw with no lands. If only we could cast our Puresteel. Yep, we're not losing the mill with this one. Not happening. Alright, we'll keep this on the strength of explosives and hopefully... Ooh. Well, we'll keep Sword of Fire and Ice. Yeah, no Stoneforge, unfortunately. Prophet Nation, thanks for hanging out. Enjoy getting back to work. So, Sacred Foundry, go. And pass the turn. Yep. I mean... Alright, there's Glistener Elf. Hopefully we don't die We probably should just explosives. No, let's just Puresteel Paladin. Next turn we can play and crack explosives. Yeah, I mean, Puresteel is basically the new Jace. Any idea on partner status for this channel? It's hard to watch without quality options on my internet. Murky Shadow, it will happen. I just don't know exactly how fast it'll happen. But we are definitely working towards getting partnered. It's basically up to Twitch when it happens. But that is the goal. Well, we can't die here, so I think we just take the hit. They Pendelhaven. Come on, land one drop. Yeah, it's like a Jace that can attack. I think EMA looks awesome right now. Well, Flooded Strand, crack it. Get a Watery Grave. Untapped. And just explosives, X1. Get in with Puresteel. See? Jace doing work. Got in for 2. Grizzly Bear style. Watch our opponent have Croson Grip or something. We even have the Ghost Quarter to take care of Ink Moth, so that's pretty sweet. Have you ever thought about bringing guests onto the stream to do games with Jake, Tomer, Island Swamp? Yeah. I think that's something that could happen eventually. It's just been difficult to get stuff lined up for the actual streaming part of it with people's schedules and stuff. Like, I think at some point we'll definitely do, like, Commander Clash Live as a stream. Thank you for the follow. Long name with lots of K's and Z's. Appreciate it. Played Tron over the weekend. Alright, so Puresteel lets us draw a card whenever we play an equipment. So essentially, and then if we have 3 or more artifacts, so we have Metalcraft, we get to equip for free. So it's mostly value. We're looking to play a Puresteel, play equipments to draw cards, either win by attacking with swords, or we draw into Tezzeret, Agent of Bolus to finish the game. So that's the basic idea. The question is, do we need to leave up... Well, I guess we can just Ghost Quarter right now. And then they can't save it with vines. And then we can sort of fire nice. Draw a card. Yes, please. Ooh, Mortarpod is super sweet. Get in for 2 with Puresteel. So opponent's down to 15. Red Source is, it helps with engineered explosives, and it is also helpful with Wear Tear in the sideboard. Well, that's another Ghost Quarter. Well, I think plan A is equip up the sword. Get in there, see if we can kill the Blighted Agent. Yeah, Mortarpod is awesome. Should try a Mirror Weave deck, or Mirror Weave in a deck you should try Mirror Weave in this deck. It's a board wrath if you have a Germ Token in play. Ooh, that does sound pretty sweet. I didn't think of that. That's a really good idea. We do have lots of Germ Tokens, so it would be a fairly consistent wrath. It is awesomely janky. That sounds like against the odds. Wrath your Wrath your board with Wrath your opponent's board with one of your germ tokens. We are playing a Darksteel Citadel, yeah, the only one that's legal in Modern. Wow, they just let it go? Alright, so Ghost Quarter, go. Now we have multiple spells to deal with Ink Moth, theoretically. This deck is spicy. So they go to activate Ink Moth. We're going to Ghost Quarter in response. So they would have to spend an additional mana here if they want to activate it and Vines it or something. They just get a Forest. Try to cast something with the Ink Moth trigger on the stack. Doesn't work that way. Unless it's an instant. Another Blighted Agent. Well, I think we still got this Blighted Agent on lock. We get to attack with Puresteel. Against the odds Germs does sound pretty sweet. Get in for 4. Ping the Blightsteel. They can try to save it with Pendelhaven, but then we can kill it with Mortarpod. Yep, so they go to save it. Give it 3 toughness. We deal 2 damage. Now we... actually, let's crack a land first and get a land out of our deck. Crack this, get a Plains. Mortarpod draws us a card. Gets us a 0/1 Germ that we can... Or a 0/0 Germ. Gives it +0/+1, and we can sack it to deal a damage. So we'll just ping the Blighted Agent. Mutagenic Growth, alright. Well, we're just going to path it and put an end to this silliness. Against the odds, Mirror Gallery. That does sound like a good one as well. And Zur's Weirding. Yeah, see, there's still so many good against the odds we can do. We'll have to do that at some point. So is this deck sick? I don't really know. This is our very first match with it. So this is the first match I have ever played with this deck. It looks sick. If it's good, I don't know. It's really cool. And does some really neat stuff. Whether or not it's an actual good deck, that remains to be seen. Oh, Mirror Mad Phantasm. Yeah, Mirror Mad Phantasm is pretty sweet in Commander. Well, we got a path. Yeah, we had to switch the recording of Commander Clash, Gaspan, to tonight, so I had to go on early today. Hey, thank you, Waterdeep. I'm glad you enjoy it. Thanks for the follow, Waterdeep. Yeah, I guess we can keep this. Mortarpod's good, Path is good, Ghost Quarter is good, so we have 3 really good cards in this matchup. Let's just Flooded Strand, crack it, get a Hollowed Fountain, untapped, and we might as well steal Shaper's Gift. For what? Just a Flayer's Husk? Oh, sweet, Nazsmith. How's it been working out for you? That's a pretty spicy combo. Oh, I think I played that, or saw something similar to that, Ninja. That does sound like something I would play. I love Blood Moon. Waterdeep, I would jump on that. I don't know if you'll make a huge profit, but you should do pretty well, I think, at this point. I think it's worth it if you want a box. Ooh. Horizon Canopy's a good open. I never open anything on flashbacks for some reason. Yeah, let's just take Flayer Husk, I think is fine. Can generate some card advantage with Stonehaven Outfitters. Pass the turn. Yeah, you can tweet it at me or email me, whatever works better for you. Saffron Olive, either on Twitter or at mtggoldfish.com if you want to email it. Yeah, it was pretty sweet that it got mentioned on CSL. And then it was also sweet that Channel Fireball used a lot of goldfish graphics for the GP this past weekend. So both of those things were super cool. I mean, I've been saying this on Twitter and on the podcast, but big props to Channel Fireball for the coverage this past weekend. They did such a great time. Oh, open a Goyf. Why don't I ever get to open a Goyf? Blighted Agent. So this is interesting. I would like to Mortarpod Blighted Agent, but if they have mutagenic growth, we could just lose. Yeah, that's a good open. So let's just Path Blighted Agent. Community Super League, a big streaming show that Wizards does on Thursday nights. They did an episode that was kind of themed off of Against the Odds. Is there a video archive of this past weekend somewhere? I would look, on the Channel Fireball, Twitch, or whatever. Yeah, I was talking about the coverage, especially, Goyf. Super Originality, thank you for the follow. I was talking mostly about the coverage. I thought Channel Fireball did a great job on coverage. But, yes. They definitely did it is pretty impressive that how Star City handled a really rough situation. Alright, so... Jeez. What to do? What are the odds that we die next turn? Yeah, I would take a Goyf over Sprout Swarm too, even though I think that Goyf is better. Or Sprout Swarm is clearly better in Limited, but for the value, you gotta take the Goyf. G-Parch, thank you for the follow. Reason why no one really plays Titan Control. I am not 100% sure. Ninja, thanks for the follow. Oh! So we can Ghost Quarter Pendelhaven, make them use it, play Mortarpod, try to kill Blighted Agent on the upkeep. That's not going to work. We can't Engineered Explosives yet. I guess we just... we can Ghost Quarter Pendelhaven. I guess that's what we gotta do. But then we are kind of in rough shape to our opponent getting an Ink Moth. Kaz, thank you for the follow. I think the like Azorius or Blue-White, I'm assuming Titan Control, you mean like the Amiria Sun Titan deck? Is what I was assuming that referred to. Yeah, the Blue-White Sun Titan deck. I don't know. I play that deck, and I really like that deck. But I don't know why other people don't apparently like it as much as me. We'll just do it in response to something. Northern Save, thank you for the follow. Another fetch land. Well, do they have multiple pump spells? Wooded Foothills, cracked. QWERTY, thank you for the follow. Goes to attacks. Yeah, maybe that would have been a better sequencing there. Good call. Play the pod first and then try to kill in response. It still doesn't really get around them having a pump spell, though. I guess it makes them use a pump spell on our turn, which is probably better. We are playing 4-color... Uh, 4-color Puresteel Paladin. Our opponent is probably just going to kill us with Become Immense. Or anything. Alright, Naz. Enjoy the food. Yeah, we are dead. Even if we sequenced it the other way, we would have died. Major Barrett, thanks for the follow. What's my opinion of Red-Green Titan Valakut? The deck looks pretty good. I haven't played it yet. Jordan, thank you for the follow. Lots of follows today. Thank you, everyone. That's awesome. Alright. 0-1. Not great. Any chance we could see you play super cheap mono red bird? Oh, the stormy one? Or just the straight up burn one, like the blistering rage one, or just regular burn? Giz Igor, thank you for the follow. Oh yeah, Dinotron. It is pretty sweet. That's a good reminder. If you weren't here in the beginning when I talked about this, we have more playmats in stock, so you can order them. There's a link down below. You can also order them through the Goldfish site. So if you want to support the site and get a super sweet playmat, that would be awesome. And don't forget, we have the MTG Goldfish replay YouTube now, which has all the streams on it. So if you ever want to catch up on old streams, make sure to follow that or subscribe to that so you can catch up on the old streams. And follow the Twitch too, so you know when we're live. The Bug Edge Man, something like that. Thank you for the follow. Spath, thank you for the follow. Yeah, we definitely have some issues with international shipping being really expensive. Yeah, the graphics for the GP were awesome. It was cool. I think it worked out pretty well. Pimped Up Monk, not that I'm aware of. I can try to check into it and let you know in the future, but as far as I know, that's just what shipping costs. I don't know if there's any cheaper way of doing it or not, but I'm not aware of a cheaper way to do it. We lost to Become Immense on a Blighted Agent. Ugh, I hate Infect. We're going to win this one, though. Uh-oh. At least this isn't K. Booty. Oh. Alright, we get to play first. And we can't cast our Puresteel, really, but I think this is fine. The Hellspark one? Yeah. I don't know if we'll be able to play it today, but I'm not opposed to playing that on stream sometime if people want to see it. The thing with today is I gotta stop by probably 6:30 because we have Commander Clash recording. Usually we stream early on Wednesdays because Commander Clash is Wednesday nights, but Richard has a flight tomorrow night, so we have to flip-flop our recording. So we're doing Commander Clash tonight. Currently only play paper and trying to get started on Moto. Do you know any fun modern decks that are extremely budget-friendly? Well, a couple are the mono... Well, I guess it depends. You said fun. If you mean fun like you just want to play casually, just look through all the different budget Magic options. If you go to MTG Goldfish and go to like the modern page, we have all the budget options listed on there. And most of those are fun. If you're looking to like play tournaments and stuff, Burn and 8-Whack, the Goblins deck, stick out above the rest of the modern decks as far as being the most competitive. But I don't know if I consider those fun necessarily. I have more fun with like Knowledge Pool Lock and Turbo Fog. Those are pretty cheap, and I consider them fun, but you're probably not going to win a ton of tournaments with those decks. So this is Death Shadow Zoo. I don't know about this. Yeah, Treasure Hunt is as cheap as it gets. That's essentially free if you want to play. If you want to play the Treasure Hunt Zombie Hunt deck. No, Soul Sisters isn't bad. Troll Worship is fairly cheap and pretty solid. Our opponent's comboing off. We don't really have a way to punish them for what they're doing. They draw a card. Well, Godless Shrine, untapped. Puresteel, pass the turn. I think that Mono White Titan is pretty competitive. Oh, do they really have a Bolt? Yikes. Yeah, Blistering Rage is awesome, but it does lose to itself a not insignificant percentage of the time. If you do... I'll see if I can find it after this match. I think it's listed under Mono White Emiria. There was a budget magic for it a while ago. Let's Flayer Husk and Mortarpod. That would be sweet. To battle against LSV. I'm sure you'd crush me. Does the Goldfish crew ever come to UK Grand Prix? We rarely even go to US Grand Prix, so not extremely likely that we would go to a UK GP. Let's just take it. I wouldn't be expecting any crushing of LSV. If anything, the other way around. Weeboy, thank you for the follow. Or Weeby? I can't see. I think it's Weeboy. Yeah, there it is. Thank you, Nero. Are we just going to die here? Are we just going to die to become immense again? Or Teamer Battle Rage? Oh, these matchups. Everyone's on all-in aggro decks, apparently. Okay, so, again, we probably don't want bribery. Explosives, dismembers, life staff. Mono White is just a bit cheaper, and it's still good, but I think that, Blue-White is probably slightly more competitive. But the Mono White version is pretty competitive too. But the main reason to play Mono White is it saves a bit of money. Oh, what are we taking out? Spellskite seems solid. Lightning Greaves probably just shouldn't be in the deck. Paradise Mantle probably shouldn't be in the deck. Sword of Light and Shadow seems pretty bad. I haven't... It takes a lot of work to go pro Z3311. That's the big thing for me. It doesn't really appeal to me to spend every weekend grinding GPs and doing that. So for me, that's the big reason that trying to go pro isn't all that appealing. Boggle's up next. You're calling it Frozen Fruit Punch? Oh, wonderful. I did not know Richard before going to the site. Geek. I was writing random articles on Reddit, mostly finance articles, and Richard decided he wanted to start doing articles on the site. Oh no! Oh my goodness! Worth! Oh, we're already in a rough matchup, and we got a mold of 5. Well, if we get on land and can get down Spellskite, this could work. land, untapped, explosives on 1, go. We're mostly playing the explosives on 1. Thanks, champ, for the follow. We're mostly playing explosives on 1. Hey, thank you, Third Eye. Yes, as I was trying to say, we're mostly playing explosives on 1 so we can try to turn on our opal if we draw a 1-mana artifact. I can't think of the name of it. Flayer Husk? Something like that. Wild Nicodle for our opponent. Brad, thank you for the follow. Another probe. Our opponent is doing a good job of reducing their own life total. Oh, we really need a land here. Oh, thanks for the follow. This one isn't my fault. This one we're getting wrecked by Moto. Variance. We really need to have Spellskite down. And we're just not getting the chance. Opponent passes. A path that we can't cast. Hey. I have seen a Stormy Puresteel deck, like a Cheerios type of Puresteel deck. It's not heavily played or anything, but I have seen it. Alright, we're getting beaten down. Teamer Battle Rage. Taking a million down to 8. Ah! And that essentially does it. Oh, we have so many good cards, we just can't cast them. We need 2 mana to activate Engineered Explosives. We just haven't gotten a second mana. We haven't gotten a second artifact. Oh, this hand is actually really set up against this draw too, but we just need more than 1 land. Alright, well, that's how it goes. Well, we are officially 0-2. Thanks, Worth. Oh, if we had a bad hand, I wouldn't feel so miserable about it, but that hand just seems so good in that matchup that it makes it even more depressing that that's how things went down. Magic is a cruel mistress. And we're not even playing Momir. Momir is the cruelest mistress in Magic. Oh, Momir. For fun, I guess. I mean, we do... It's for the stream, and then the streams do get uploaded in their entirety onto the MTG Goldfish Replay YouTube. But this isn't going to be like a Budget Magic video or anything. It's a separate thing. So for fun, I guess. Alright, let's win one. Just to be clear, I didn't build this deck. Someone else built it. Wait, is this Momir week on CSL? Well, if we had 60 cards, we probably would have 1 less land, so think of it that way. If this is Boggles, I'm going to cry. I am literally going to cry. Experiment one? Alright. Another aggro deck, though. I guess we want a Hallowed Fountain. Well, Darksteel Citadel. Spellskite, go. At least this isn't the Suicide Zoo. I think I'd rather play against normal Zoo. Momir Week is a great idea. That should be a very entertaining CSL. Goblin Guide pumps up Experiment 1. Give us a land, please. Yeah, and we need, geez, Quest for the Holy Relic? Remember that deck? Does anyone remember that deck where you played, like, Glint Hawks? And just tried to bounce 5 creatures as fast as possible to trigger Quest for the Holy Relic and get Argentum armor. Mod Flunkies, thank you for the follow. CSL is the Community Super League. It's a streaming event that Wizards does on Thursday nights, has a lot of big YouTube and community personalities. The Professor from Tolarian Community College, Aaron Campbell from Girlfriend Bracket and Magic Mike's, Wedge from the Mana Source, Nummy, Cheon, and they all battle out in weird, interesting formats. Alright, so what's the plan here? Steel Shaper's gift gets us what? I try to do a game to end the stream. It mostly depends on time frames. Like, we'll see how much time we have. I might be able to do a game tonight to close out the stream. We will see. I guess we can just... Steel Shaper's gift gets us what? Nothing we can... What's my most favorite deck I've built in any format? Jeez. Maybe still the free win red deck in Modern. That's not really a budget deck, but that deck was super awesome, and I had a lot of success with it. And it fits my trolly locking people out of the game style. Momir is this crazy format where you only have basic lands, and essentially you get a random creature each turn of a certain converted mana cost. So it is very random and crazy and unique. I like Stasis, but I think the Blood Moon free win red deck I like more as a deck than Stasis. Land? Haha! Alright, let's block the evolving or experiment one. If we can get to Batterskull, that would be sweet. Alright, what's the plan here? Let's Puresteel Paladin, Godless Shrine untapped, Steel Shaper's Gift, get a Flayer's Husk, cast Flayer Husk, draw a card, get a Germ. Ooh, in a Plains. Alright. We might be getting there. We can do a bunch of chumping this turn. And then just cast a Batterskull. The Budget Eldrazi deck was very sweet as well. I like that one. It's a hard thing to actually choose. I like a lot of the decks. I guess some of them I play for longer than others, and that's where I kind of know which I think are best, is how long I keep playing the deck. And some, like the Titan control deck I played for a long time. Free Win Red I played for a long time. Other decks I play for the videos, do the videos, and that's kind of the end of it, more or less. Our opponent's whacking us. How do we not die? Spellskite blocks. Squadron Hawk blocks. Blocks. I guess we're just doing a ton of blocking and then hoping that Batterskull and Spellskite is enough to get us there. Down to 8. We lose our Puresteel, unfortunately. But we get to land and Batterskull. And hope that Batterskull is lifelinky enough. Ooh, yeah. The Brain in the Jar deck is definitely one of the most popular, that's for sure. Also, probably out of the decks that I literally 100% built from scratch, the Turbo Turns for Standard. That was the biggest one before Brain in the Jar, as far as how popular it was and how many people watched it. I think we had to block with Puresteel to not just die to horrible things. Ooh, we got a Tezzeret on top. They might have Gore Clan Rampager to kill our Batterskull. But we get to block and block. Do I know much about Kaladesh? Not really. I know that if you look at Magic Origins, all the artifact matters, like Thopter token cards, Thopter assembly, Thopter. I can't think of the name of it. The blue enchantment that's kind of like Bitter Blossom. And all the other Thopter cards, Pia and Karen Nalar, Chandra, those are cards from Kaladesh. Alright, so we lose our Spellskite, drop to 5. I think we're still living, though. We get to get in and gain 4. Then we can Squadron Hawk, get another Squadron Hawk. Planes, Stonehaven Outfitters, and pass the turn. What's up, JC Foxbox? We are playing 4-color Puresteel Paladin. I did not see... Paulo was playing taking turns? I didn't see that. That's awesome. Did he do well with it? I know that some of the Channel Fireball guys played fun decks instead of super competitive decks. I know Ephro played a red-green land destruction deck, which was pretty awesome. Why does Puresteel Paladin not play Nim Deathmantle? Mostly because it's just very slow. And when you're lining it up against swords and batter skulls, its power level just isn't really there in Modern. Jake's doing well. I mean, he's still recovering and has a lot going on in his life, so the video schedule is a little bit slowed down compared to how it used to be right now as far as playing Pauper. But from everything I've heard, he is doing well, so... Alright, let's just block and block. We have a path if our opponent does something crazy. Play Stonehaven. Oh, you're right. That actually pumps up our batter skull, doesn't it? Good call, good call. First time I've played with Stonehaven Outfitter. Especially in Modern. Not really a card that you expect to play in Modern. Could you see this deck playing the... Mirror Gallery and the... those equipment are just too expensive. They're going to bolt our batter skull. Okay. We don't especially even care if batter skull dies, because we can just equip it, and we get to draw a card in the process. Taking turns is a lot of fun. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. We go up to 14, draw a land, take 0. Another Stonehaven Outfitter? Alright, let's Stonehaven Outfitter, land, crack it. Get a... Man, might as well get Prairie Stream. And then just equip up Batter Skull to our not summoning 6 Stonehaven. And attack for 8, Vigilance, and Lifelink. Yeah, Puresteel Storm looks pretty sweet, too. Well, we're back to 21. I can't imagine Zoo being able to win from here. I think we kind of got this locked down. And, alright. Opponent scoops it up. Whoo! Alright, so we can win. Against this deck, Engineered Explosives, I really wanted to Bribery and Emrakul, and we ran into exclusively decks that are playing 1-drops, like this entire league. Every single round. Only 1-drops, all the time. Sort of Feast and Famine might just be better than sort of Light and Shadow in the main deck. I don't know about Paradise Mantle in the main deck either. Not really liking that. Yeah, we can Bribery a Goblin Guide for hasty 2 damage. Did anyone watch, it must have been GPLA, where, who was it? AJ Soccer was playing a Nahiri deck, and he ultimated Nahiri, and went to get his Emrakul, but realized it was in his hand. So he had to get a Snapcaster, and it still ended up winning him the game. Oh, that was so awesome. Excuse me. Red is for the explosives, and for the wear tears in the sideboard. I don't know about Relic versus Immense decks. Maybe it's worth it. I don't know if I buy the it's on purpose. Did you see the look on his face when he went through his entire deck and there was no Emrakul? That was not the look of I did that on purpose as far as I'm concerned. Oh jeez. If we can draw one land, we can like combo off with Puresteel. Puresteel, draw two, draw two. Thanks for the follow, GK. Yeah, the Snapcaster was good and it worked out. But I don't know if I buy that he did it on purpose. His face looked like he did not do it. Oh, Batter Skull. Alright, Flayer Husk, I guess. Probably got to cast at least one of them here. I just thought it was funny because I had said like a week before I really wanted to see someone ultimate Nahiri and get a Snapcaster. And then he did. Either on purpose or by accident, but he still did it. So I thought that was sweet. Free win ley lines? Ooh. Sweet. That's land. Alright, land. And let's just Stonehaven Outfitter. Sanctum and failed to find. Oh. See, that's the kind of stuff that I like about Moto. Yeah, that's why I thought it. He just kept searching through his deck. I was like, eh. If he was just like intentionally getting Snapcaster, he would have just like went, okay, flip, flip, flip. All right, there's a Snapcaster, go. But he went through his deck a few times. On Moto, you can just shame scoop when that happens. But it doesn't work when you're on camera into GP. You actually got to play it out. I mean, I guess you could just scoop and like walk away, but that probably looks worse than sticking around and playing it out in those situations. All right, down to 14 and Burning Tree. Oh, no more Burning Tree. All right, land, sword. Alright, Spellskite, go. I guess that makes sense, that he thought he could bluff his way and his opponent would just assume. Say like, oh, Ultimate Nahiri, search for Emrakul or something like that, and just hope that they're like, alright, and picked up the cards. The old LSV winning a tournament with Storm without Tendrils in his deck. This has got to be Atarka's command, but I guess we make them do it. I mean, no offense to AJ, he's a really good player. I just thought it was a funny scenario. So definitely no disrespect meant to him. And if he did do it on purpose, then awesome. All right, Rampager takes down the Spellskite. But we get to kill a land. We like to draw a land. Alright, that works. So, Puresteel, Flayer Husk, draw a card, get a 1/1. Alright, pass the turn. We might stabilize till we get to Batter Skull again. The other thing is we get the free equip next turn. Thanks for the follow, Mez. So if we get 3 or more artifacts, we can equip Puresteel Paladin for free. So sort of Feast and Famine would mean we could just equip everything. Do we have to block with Puresteel, though? Man, it's risky not to. Alright, we're not going to block with it. We'll take our chances. That means another Gork Clan Rampager is pretty devastating. Oh, thank you for all the follows. Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. All right, we're down to 6. Cracks Wooded Foothills. Curd Ape. We get, well, let's Flayer Husk. Draw a card. Flooded Strand. And Flooded Strand, crack it. Hey, thank you, CLJ. I like having fun playing Magic, so it works for me. Thank you, everyone. So many follows today. That's awesome. Should really auto yield to certain triggers more often, like auto yield to Puresteel, auto yielding. Oh, that's a fair point. I do edit a lot of it out, but that makes sense. So let's do some equipping. We can equip things for 0, so let's start by equipping Puresteel. And then equip. So basically we just gotta, actually maybe it makes more sense just to put everything on Puresteel. I don't know if it matters. Yeah, this is fine. Oh, alright, if we survive this turn, we get to equip for 0 a Batter Skull, and then we're right back in the game. So let's see what our opponent has. We're dead to many things, but not necessarily a Goblin Guide. They need something else to go with it. Here comes a big attack. So a Tarkus Command, Lightning Bolt, all that kind of stuff we are dead to. Otherwise, I think we just win next turn. Gorkland Rampager also on the list. Yeah, alright, there's the Tarkus Command. Alright. Laughs with Knives, I don't know. We got to get partnered to be able to have emotes and to do all that stuff. I think our setup's fine. I'm just going to run it back. Gut Shot. We would also have been dead to Gut Shot. We were dead either way, though. If we had blocked Emissary or not. Would we like to play first? Yes. Alright. Well, we got a path. We got our Batter Skull. So, Sacred Foundry, go. Richard came up with the name MTG Goldfish. I don't remember the story, but from what I remember, it wasn't very entertaining. The actual origins of the name. Red is used for engineered explosives to power it up to kill bigger converted mana cost things, and also sideboard wear tear. The Logic Blade, yes, this deck is trying to do much. Thank you for the follow, Cad. Definitely appreciate it. But too much? Can a deck ever really do too much? Alright, there's Curd Ape. Man, we have played such bad matchups. Longbow doesn't seem too great in this matchup. Plains is fine. So let's Squadron Hawk. Get some more Squadron Hawks. We basically just want to survive till we get a Batter Skull and hope that that is enough. So get 2 so we don't have to discard past the turn. It is probably a reference to gold fishing. The deck's not trying to do enough. Example, thank you for the follow. What's the good matchups for this deck? Well, Apparently not all one-drop aggro decks, because we've been playing those every single round, and we have yet to beat one. Seriously, we've played essentially the same matchup every time. In fact, Suicide Zoo into Normal Zoo. Oh, are they just going to Burning Tree us out of the game? Oh, Rancor. That's going to make chumping tricky. Tracy King, I like that explanation. Ooh, Opal? We don't have enough artifacts for it, but that could be good eventually. Squadron Hawk, get a Squadron Hawk. I guess we just pass? I kind of want to leave up Path here. Kind of want to double block and leave up Path, I think. Even though Longbow would help us get towards Mox Opal, which helps us get towards Batterskull. Well, we might be able to kind of blow our opponent out here. Like, double block Burning Tree. See if they use a pump spell of some kind. And then path it. Alright, we'll let it go. Down to 12. Hit by the Curd Ape. Another Curd Ape. Land. Trinket Mage. No blue mana. Well, we could Ghost Quarter ourselves. The Guru lands are not expensive on Magic Online. They're a few cents each, so not a big deal to do it. The mana base in this deck is proving to be rougher than I had hoped. So we could Trinket Mage. Ghost Quarter ourselves, Trinket Mage. Get a Darksteel Citadel. Darksteel Citadel, Viridian Longbow, Mox Opal, leave up Path? That sounds convoluted, but wait. We don't even have a basic island in this deck. So that would have been a disaster. So I guess we're just locked into Squadron Hawk Go. When you do budget Magic, can I ask what the budget is? Budget, generally speaking, is less than $100 in paper, which usually means it's significantly cheaper than that on Magic Online. Of course, I try to get the decks as cheap as possible, so I don't usually jam it up to $100 if I can help it. The cheaper, the better. But technically, anything under $100 qualifies for the series. And there's been a couple like fringe situations where a deck was like super cheap on Magic Online, but expensive in paper, to like $120 in paper, and I featured it anyway. I think it was an ally deck that was like $120 or $125 in paper, but it was like 10 ticks online or something ridiculous. Trinket Mage finds Sundial of the Infinite, cast it, and end the turn. Because, yeah, that sounds like a reasonable line. Well, he got out of that without taking a ton of damage. Artifact? Ooh, Spellskite is good. So let's Spellskite. Longbow. Pass the turn. Sundial is 2, so you can't actually Trinket Mage for it. Yeah, what do you think about Mana Crypt being reprinted? That's awesome for Commander players. Definitely very exciting. Card is hard to find. Alright, take our beats. Down to 6, unfortunately. Another Curd Ape. Well, we'd like to just draw a land here and be able to batter Skull. That could give us a shot. Thank you, Sniper City. Ooh, yeah, Sundial is a good against the odds card. Well, Windswept Heath, crack Windswept Heath, get a Plains, and slam a Batter Skull. And hope for the best. I would love to see lower price so budget commander can have soul rings. Yeah, that would help with budget commander. Actually, since we do tickets on the Commander Clash series, we can get away with a lot of that stuff because a lot of those cards are super cheap on Magic Online. Like Soul Ring is super cheap. Even Mana Vault and Mana Crypt were reprinted in Vintage Masters, so they're pretty crypt. Oh, don't even get me started about Werebear. That was the saddest thing in the whole day of spoilers. That's like literally one of my favorite flavor texts of all time. So good. And then just like that, it was taken away from us. Well, we got a block. Spellskite. Germ Token. What do you got, opponent? What do you got? It's definitely arrested by Eternal Masters even more since you only get to play Standard, but managing it at 210, where everyone is selling it over... Yeah, well, if you can get it for 210, I think that's a very good deal, Ultra Cloud Spawn. Thanks for the follows there. I missed the name. Ryan, what's up? Thank you for the follow. Alright, kills are Batter Skull, unfortunately, and Hardcast Simian Spirit Guide. Ooh, alright, well, let's Trinket Mage. Yes. Get a... Oh, we can't explosives for 1. I guess we just get Darksteel Citadel? Play Darksteel Citadel. Play Basilisk Collar. And play... Play Squadron Hawk, I guess? And just try to chump? Yes, there. If you want to... We can't sub yet because we're not partnered with Twitch. But if you're interested in donating, sign up for premium at MTG Goldfish. There's actually a link right down below the video. It's like $6 a month, so essentially the same as subscribing, and you get tons of cool stuff like collection management tools, Super Brew. I think I said Basilisk. Am I saying it wrong? Basilisk? Basilisk. I'm saying that right? Basilisk. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Oh, we gotta live like 1 turn, preferably with a creature. Alright, bolts. Well, we're not just dead to Gore Clan Rampager. Just mostly dead. Down to 5. Opponent passes. 1, 2. Spellskite. Man, our mana is killing us. Oh, we don't even have black for Tezzeret. There is only basic planes in this deck for some unknown reason. Well, I mean, I guess we can equip it up. Yeah. The thing is, if we didn't block there, we were dead to Gore Clan Rampager. And I was hoping we would be able to Tezzeret. Steel Shaper's Gift on top. Well, I mean, I guess we have to just block here. Well, we don't have any power, so it doesn't really do anything anyway. And that does it. Oh my god. Well, apparently this deck is not too good. Also, I think we've played really hard matchups. We've played like all-in aggro decks every round. Who do we use to print the playmats? I would have to ask Richard. Do you think Nahiri and Fogs would be powerful? Well, Nahiri's pretty powerful, so I think it could work with Fogs. Yep, Boggle's up next, I'm sure. Or another Burn, maybe? Mono Red Burn, Naya Burn. Alright, JC Foxpox, thanks for hanging out. Enjoy work. Commander deck idea that would make you play your commander Decree of Silence and have Hannah be your commander so you can recur the Decree of Silence. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, we were close to being able to equip Batterskull, but we were also a black mana away from Tezzeret animating our Darksteel Citadel into a 4/4 indestructible. Boggles, Bogles. I used to say Boggles, and people got mad, so I started saying Bogles, because apparently that's technically correct. FD Territory, awesome. Thank you for hanging out. Oh, this mana base is wonderful. Yeah, this apparently this whole deck is bad. I don't know how someone managed to actually top 8 a tournament with it. Well, we needed... Did I miss tap? Did we have blue and black for Tezzeret? I think the problem was we could have made blue or black, but we couldn't make both blue and black. We had Sacred Foundry, Plains, Ghost Quarter, and Opal. So I think we couldn't make both the blue and black for Tezzeret. Why aren't we playing the Thopter Sword combo? I don't know. Yeah, I think we should just call it Boggles too. Oh, red. This is gonna be another aggro deck. Well, Flayer Husk go. At least we got a Lightning Greaves. Are you still going to post a new budget deck this week? Yes, budget deck is going up tomorrow in place of Against the Odds. They just switched places. Yeah, I don't know how many people were in the tournament. Probably not too many. Because this is craziness. And apparently we're playing against 8 whack goblins. Seems like another rough matchup. So, 4 all-in aggro decks in a row. We just can't avoid them, no matter what. No one's brought briberies in the sideboard to steal Emeralds. If there are safe links, then yeah, to like MTG related stuff, that's fine. Tracy King, you love Momir, don't you? Yes, I know it's a real word. The very hungry worm coil engine. Can we start seeing you and other goldfish guys play some budget decks against each other? Uh, that could possibly happen. Uh, no. Let's keep it PG. Well, I guess we just keep playing Squadron Hawk since we don't have lands. Any recommendations for someone going to their first GP? Are you what format are you playing? Constructed? I mean, just go, relax, have fun. Don't take it too. I don't know if seriously is the right word, but just go and plan on having fun and enjoy the experience and learn from it. Do I ever sleeve up any of the ATO budget decks and try them in real life? Not really. I don't play with paper very often. Is another 100-tick budget league going to happen anytime soon? Well, right now, Card Hoarder is doing a Pauper League, and then I know they're going to do more leagues after that, but I'm not sure exactly what the next one will be. So I don't know if it'll be a budget league or what. Now, let's just explosives on 0. And then pass the turn. Yeah, we're not doing much of anything, though. We have a Darksteel Citadel and a Plains. It is spicy. Goblin Bushwhacker. Sure. We're just going to double block Pile Driver and then crack explosives. And take 2. Seems reasonable. Yeah, if we get lands, that would be nice. So, double block Pile Driver. Step 1. Crack Engineered Explosives. Hey, thanks for the follow, Sud. No, playing Magic all day is pretty fun. Ha-ha! There she blows. We'll get a Plains. Puresteel. Viridian Longbow, draw a card. Mortarpod, alright. Well, we are 1 equipment away from free equipping, which is pretty sweet. If our Puresteel lives, we can just like play Sword of Fire and Ice, equip everything, and go to town. Oh, you're... Yes, you're right. Oh, yes, my bad. Darksteel Citadel is theoretically an artifact. We still wouldn't have Sword of Fire and Ice, but I guess we could have longbowed something. Well, it wouldn't have saved us from that. The list is something. Very good at losing. Hey! It's a land. Alright, let's Mortarpod. Get a living weapon. Play a tap land. Leave up path. This deck probably will have a hard time beating a Batterskull, assuming we get there with a semi-high life total. And Sword of Fire and Ice seems really good too. Yeah, I think this list is kind of old. The list is super fun and super sweet. I just don't know how it works with actually winning. It's ambitious as far as the mana base and some of that stuff. All right, Chieftain, that's fine. We will path that. So path Chieftain. Yeah, I don't really want to take that much damage. We'll get our land. And then I think we're just going to block... Actually, no. Let's block here and then sack to make them sack the Fanatic. So then they can't shoot down our Squadron Hawk. Alright, so land gets us Batter Skull. Otherwise, we can... what does that do? Anything? Not really. So let's just Squadron Hawk. I don't think we have any more to find. And then let's just double Squadron Hawk. Thanks for the follow, Mr. Kuehl. Still none to find. Yeah, the overlay is made by Richard, who does all the programming stuff and all that. DH, thanks for the follow. So that's all Richard, and it's super awesome. He's on a much stranger list now? That's impressive. Diabolic, thanks for the follow. Do they have double? No way. Are you for real? Oh, we're never gonna win. They had double Goblin Grenade. Well, maybe I'm just really bad at playing this deck. Still can't bring in our awesome briberies. This is 4-color Puresteel Paladin. I guess we just bring in some life gain stuff. It seems really cool, and it's fun to play. I just cannot win with it. And we've also ran into mono aggro matchups, which we don't seem to match up with very well. Do the Goldfish people ever meet up IRL? Not really. We're all very far away from each other, so it's not like we just see each other at F&M or anything like that. Like California, New York, Canada, and Florida, I believe. Awesome. I'm glad you're having success with the Nihilist. I really like that list as well. Well, I guess we can crack this, get a Plains, and play Longbow. Godo in Modern? Could I have Steel Shaper for Paradise Mana to play Batter Skull? I think we could not have, but I could be mistaken. Now let's Elixir of Immortality, Mox Opal, Plains, and fill our hand with Squadron Hawks. Modern Goats? That sounds very against the odds. I'm not sure. I'm not going to GP Minneapolis. I can't say about anyone in the chat. A nice 4-0 with mono blue brains. Sorry about that. Was it fun at least? That's the main thing. Oh, you got the pre-made deck. It's actually pretty competitive on Moto, the burn one. Flayer Husk. Well, Windswept Heath, crack it. Get a Prairie Stream, and we're just going to go full out ping mode. Equip up Squadron Hawk. Viridian Longbow is actually pretty sweet with Paladin, because you can move it from one creature to another for free and just ping a whole bunch of times. Have you ever thought about doing Against the Odds Legacy Kobolds? Yes. I have seen A long time ago, someone beat me playing a Glimpse the Unthinkable Cheerios deck on turn 1 with a Legacy Cabal deck. And ever since then, I've wanted to try to replicate that deck, but I haven't tried yet. Cupzig, thank you for the follow. I don't know if it's good, but it seems pretty entertaining. Bant Company with lots of counters, yeah. That would be hard. Yeah, there is a Paladin Cheerio deck in Modern. Yeah, Glimpse of Nature. Is that not what I said? Did I say Glimpse the Unthinkable? Sometimes I say Glimpse the Unthinkable when I mean Glimpse of Nature, and vice versa. How long have I been playing Magic for? Like, when did you first start playing? I started playing, like, 2008-ish? Around, like, Shadowmoor, Ravnica, that generation. Just before the big Magic boom that started with Zendikar. So a couple years before that. So not as long as some people that have been there from the beginning, but a decent amount of time now, I guess. Almost closing in on 10 years now since I first started playing. Yeah. Yeah, losing to Red Black Minotaurs was one of the low points, or apparently high points because everyone loved it. But as far as actual games go, that was a rough one. That's the kind of deck that I felt like we should really not lose to. Dan, thank you for the follow. Is there any reason you don't play paper anymore other than Moto is just easier? The biggest thing is the people I used to play with in paper aren't really around anymore, for one thing. So kind of my play group dissipated. And then I live in the middle of nowhere, and the local game store that I actually liked and would go to closed down. So once that happened, and I lost like my playgroup friends, just everyone kind of moved away and is doing other stuff now. And then the local game store shut down, and I live in the middle of nowhere, so going to even a game store I don't like is at least like a half-hour drive, and to get to one that's decent is more like an hour. So it's just a lot of time and effort to play in paper is the main thing. Let's see. Well, I guess we just block and block. Yeah, there's not really even any reason to block there. We'll just block and then shoot that thing. Oh, you actually lost to me playing the Minotaur deck? Oh, well, thank you. You were doing God's work. Someone had to lose to that deck for the sake of the video, so I'm sorry it was you, but I'm glad someone did. Bolt. Alright. Ooh. Puresteel Paladin. Equip. What? Oh, equip 0. There we go. Equip 0. Bolted the Hawk, if we want to be technical. Squadron Hawk. No. Sacred Foundry. I feel like we're doing pretty good. If I ever had an issue with my opponent watching the stream while playing and knowing your hand, it could have happened. I know it does happen. I can't say any specific time that it's happened to me. At the same time, I don't know. I'm just playing leagues and stuff. I would worry about it more if I was playing like in PTQs and the mocks and things like that, where there's significant prizes at stake. But in a league, like the difference between winning and losing a match is, I don't know, 40 play points or something. If you want to want to go watch my stream to get an advantage in that scenario, then I'm fine with that. I'm more about having fun. Like, I like winning, and I want to win as much as possible, but whatever. that is true. I have my own built-in ways of protecting against people ghosting my stream. Playing jank is the secret. No! Well, at least our opponent's almost out of cards. But we're kind of out of stuff. Alright. Block Foundry Street. Take one. What do we want here? Batterskull would be sweet. Ooh. Well, Steel Shaper's gift gets us Batterskull. Squadron Hawk. Squadron Hawk. And then Steel Shaper's gift gets us a... Ooh, actually, Batterskull or Sword of Fire nice. Batterskull's probably better, but Sword and Fire Vice seems really sweet. What's How do you feel about Haunted Troll, Haunted Phantasm, Illness in the Ranks deck? Sounds pretty sweet. I like the idea of... I think there was one I saw, too, that was like Illness in the Ranks, killing your own tokens so you could win with, like, Blood Artists. I like drawing cards so much, and Sword of Fire and Ice does that. That's true. Alright, you convinced me. I do like getting back Paladin. Is our opponent going to Echo? They do not. They only have one card, which is good news for us. We're not really in danger of just getting Goblin Grenaded out like we did last time. Sorry, Ryan. Yeah, Mill has that effect on people. Not always good for making friends. DK Madness, that might have been wise. I kind of wanted to have two on the battlefield in case one got lightning bolted. But our opponent is going to leave a Goblin back to block our Squadron Hawk. Ambitious, unless they have something that gives reach. Well, that changes things. Paladin, that was a draw. Light and Shadow draws a card. Yeah, that was my thinking, is we could get blown out by a bolt. Whether or not that is the right play, I can't say for sure, but that was my thinking. If I played two birds, then I'm more likely to have one that stays alive. Ooh, we're out of bolt range. We're actually going to get in a hit here. Alright, let's get in with Squadron Hawk. Now I think we're actually winning this game, at least. Are you for real? No! Oh, smash to smithereens. Oh, things just keep getting worse and worse. Alright, equip. Whenever I want to do something cool, I get smashed. Alright, pass the turn. Oh my goodness. I want to at least win a match. We're getting to the against the odds level now, where it's like, okay, the deck might not be great. I just want to have fun and eventually win a match. And we're getting to the eventually win a match part. If that's going to happen, hopefully it happens in these next two games of our league, or this match and the next one. At least, I think we're still pretty far ahead in this game, since we can start shooting down our opponent's stuff. Ooh, Spellskite is also interesting. Let's play Spellskite. And let's just ping down the Goblin Yeah, we win sometimes on against the odds. We always win some. Sometimes we actually do pretty good. Ping down the goblin. Longbow's sweet with Paladin and Metalcraft. So when everything's going awesomely, it's pretty sweet. Get in with Paladin. Legacy Squirrels. Yeah, that one took a while, but we got there. Yeah, there's no sense in even moving anything. This is fine. Yeah, you could do that. Try to just drive our opponent crazy by moving our equipment. Bushwhacker, no surge. Just a 2-1 with haste. Well, I guess we'll block it. They might be setting us up to Lightning Bolt our Spellskite, but whatever. Thanks for the follow, Silent Spell. Do we want to shuffle this stuff back in? I guess we can. We still have Metalcraft, and we got there. Opponent scooped it up. Whew! All right, we're one game away. We're 1-1 in match 4 of our league. Is there any decks that are too janky for me? Not that I found so far. I'm not saying that there isn't one out there, but I haven't ran into one. Ooh, double Paladin Steel Shaper's Gift? That could work. Legion Loyalist. Let's draw a Path. Path would be good. Well, Godless Shrine, go. Most fun deck I've ever played? Hey, thanks for the follow, X. That's a good question. I had a lot of fun playing the original Turbo Turns deck in Standard. That was a blast. I also had a lot of fun playing Blistering Rage the first time I played it. I still have fun playing it, but getting random turn 2 kills is pretty sweet. I don't know. I have a lot of decks that I really enjoyed playing. I don't know if one sticks out as being clearly more fun than the rest. Uh-oh. This probably means we're going to get whacked. Derp, thank you for the follow. Or Dur. Lightning Bolt, wonderful. Just what we were hoping for. Foundry Street. Gets in 4-2. Well, Puresteel Paladin. Plains. Flayer. And we really can't do anything about it. 11 down to 5, so we're dead to a Goblin Grenade. That's what 8-Whack does. Puresteel Paladin to live, and Proud Daddy, thank you for the follow. We want our Paladin to live and get this sword down. Oh, man. This is a lot of damage, and we really can't do anything about it. 11 down to 5, so we're dead to a Goblin Grenade. That's what 8-Whack does. Burn. Aggro. Burn or aggro. Budget Magic got switched with Against the Odds because of the spoiler. We had to release the spoiler on a certain day. So that's what happened. How can we stay alive? Ooh, Core Duelist and Bone Splitter sounds pretty aggressive. Oh, so Budget Magic will be out tomorrow night. Yeah, it'll be back to normal next week, Proud Daddies. Sorry about that. I mean, explosives on one. That still doesn't keep us alive to a goblin grenade, but I guess that's what we gotta do. I was thinking like sword, attack, equip, attack, but that doesn't really do it. We can Steel Shaper's Gift for Bacillus Collar. That doesn't really do it. At this point, I don't even really buy the cards for Budget Magic, Cam Davern. I pretty much just borrow all the cards that I use. So I don't even really own any. Like, I have a collection that I build up over time, but I don't do that anyway because for some reason it feels wrong to me to profit off of inside knowledge. Apparently sometimes I accidentally tip people off to that. Like, I tweeted a picture of a dragon token and a devil token before the goggles tokens deck, and apparently some people, that was enough for them to figure out what I was playing and purchase it. I think we'll just get a batter skull, and then if we draw a land next turn, we can equip it for free, maybe. Yeah, I was thinking that too, but then we can't kill anything, and I think we need to kill things. The main issue is we're just dead to a goblin grenade. Yes. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology-related stuff. Never really done anything with it, but I do have a bachelor's degree. Alright, so block, block. Oh, we can't block. Yikes. Oh my goodness. I guess that was probably a punt as well. Now we're dead to bolt because of that. Yeah, I should have cracked it before attacks. Tokens can't block. Another punt. Well, maybe it's just my punting that's the problem with this deck. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't have mattered anyway because they were going to smash it. So, yes, it was still a punt, but... oh, but it wouldn't have mattered. Well, then. We are just getting wrecked all kinds of ways. Well, we got one more match for this deck to redeem itself. One more try. Anyway, if you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, just another reminder. Ooh, Timely would be good. Just another reminder, we got more playmats in stock if you're interested. If you're looking for old streams, MTG Goldfish Replay on YouTube, and following that or the Twitch channel is awesome of you, so thank you, thank you. Should have used bribery on Legion Loyalist. Maybe we'll finally run into an Emrakul deck. Going for the perfect 05. Hey, thank you for the follow, Tez. Yeah, I guess I could have cracked the fetch on my turn. That's an argument. Open a tap room in a bar since you're a professional brewer. Good advice. Hey, no disrespect, Faf. I was going to go to grad school, and then right as I was thinking about grad school, I started working at Goldfish, and it just kept developing into this full-time gig. And now I really like what I do, so that's on hold for this point. At this point, oh, black. This might not be all in aggro. Now we just get our stuff countered forever. Flayer Husk, go. Against the odds, Thieves Auction. Oh, this is blue-black fairies? Well, untap land. Stonehaven Outfitter. Get in there. We definitely want to put the pressure on. You think this is Mill with Bitter Blossom? Maybe. I guess Mill could be good in Bitter Blossom. Yeah, Mutavault almost certainly is fairies. Used to be a good deck. Fire and Ice. Are we going to get clicked? Click it is. Okay. I kind of hope they take anything, because we want to land. I guess the only good news is we can Lightning Greaves up our Stonehaven Outfitter to protect it. That might be something. Paradise Mantle, eh? Now what? Still not a land. So Paradise Mantle, equip, doesn't really gain us mana this turn. Ugh. I think we're playing against another 0-4, but... Alright. Paradise Mantle. Equip Paradise Mantle. Lightning Greaves. Equip up Lightning Greaves. Pass the turn. Yeah, the Cheerios Bonesaw version, maybe that is more competitive than this one. This one's still been fun, but maybe we'll have to try the Cheerios Bonesaw version in the middle. This deck maybe should have Sword of the Meek and Thopter Foundry. Shuku. Yeah, or both. Mutavault. Mutavault is a reason not to swing with Germ Token. Is that a good reason? Yeah, that's debatable, but I don't really want to get hit by Mutavault as well. Not good enough Cheerios, but sort of Cheerios. Now what? I guess we Steel Shaper's Gift. See if this draws out the counter. No, on defense. Our opponent could have attacked. Longbow. I was thinking just Mortarpod is better if it resolves. Mortarpod. This is probably going to get countered. Ooh, Spell Snare. Alright. Flayer Husk. Naz, you're back. Now we'll attack this time, since we have one back to block the Mutavault. Yeah, maybe we should have played Puresteel Storm. This was one of the lists we did for instant deck techs, and it looked pretty entertaining, so I wanted to try it out, but we haven't been winning with it. Would I ever try against odds Core Tribal with Armament Master? I'd put it on the list. Maybe I'll switch up for one of our other streams this week and do the Storm version and see if that goes better. Because we're getting pretty close to 0-5 with this version. Take the hit. They probably are just going to click us, and then we lose. Click champion a token. That's definitely lethal. Thanks for the follow, Muse. Against the odds, 50 Relentless Rats, 4 Shell Deck Isle, 2 Emrakul, 4 Surgical Extraction. There's a click, and that is the game. Yeah, the mana base is pretty bad. I mean, it's playing all basic planes. The mana base is really crazy. So many basic planes, which makes sense, but I don't know. It's just like splashing everything. So explosives. Explosives, I think we've cited in every single game. Still can't bring in bribery. All our briberies went for nothing. We don't really have a good way to deal with their flyers. I guess maybe Wear Tear, but it only hits Bitter Blossom. Is that worth it? Whoa. Where'd you go, Moto? I don't think we can bribery click. Alright, we'll try it like that. Alright, we get to play first. Well, we got a lot of stuff. We got the Puresteel. Got a Trinket Mage. Got the lands to cast stuff. Maybe this is good enough. Thanks for the follow, Aaron Wolf. I don't know if we'll do another Naya Super Friends League or not. I haven't decided yet. Let's just get Hallowed Fountain. Land. Windswept Heath. Crack it. Get a Plains and Stonehaven Outfitters. Probably get Spell Snared. Yep. Thanks for the follow, yep. Inquisition. We're kind of getting picked apart. Well, we'll see. Maybe. We'll see. If that's what everyone wants to see, I'd consider it. The stage 1 league thing in like sealed, you actually go through multiple stages. You can play 5 matches, then you add another pack to your pool, go into the second stage. They just have the constructed league set up the same way, but there aren't really multiple stages. Oh, spice is not the problem. I haven't tried 4-color Super Friends. Brand new, thank you for the follow. Yep, alright. Well, let's just go Watery Grave untapped, Stonehaven Outfitters, Flayer Husk, pass the turn. Ooh, our opponent's stuck on 2 lands? That's good. Windswept Heath, attack with both. And Trinket Mage. Get a longbow, I guess. Might just be longbow. Yeah, let's get longbow. Do I ever play competitive legacy decks? I do at times. My most recent ones have been miracles. Sometimes, of course. So miracles would be my go-to choice, but also some Stoneblade variants. Sometimes Thopter Foundry combo. It's still in like a Stonebladey shell, but so a little bit. Yeah, I'll have to look at Thieves Auction. That could be a cool addition. I can't remember exactly what it does, but... Alright, let's go with another Trinket Mage. Get a Basilisk Collar, cast it. What's the best prison deck? That's a good question. I'm not 100% sure what the best prison deck is. Probably Lantern Control, if you consider that a prison deck. I think that's the most competitive prison-esque deck. In Modern, anyway. Alright, opponent's going to click. We are going to path the click. Yeah, the red-white prison deck is pretty decent as well. Actually, do we even want to path the click? We probably don't. Yeah, if you consider Lantern Control Prison, that's the best one in Modern. They leave it? Interesting. So if we move over... If we move over our Germ token, do we draw a card? Anyone have the rules answer? I haven't actually done that before. So if we move it, is it equipped when it dies? Oh, they did target themselves and put Damnation to the bottom. The answer is no, you believe, as far as... Oh. Well, that's no fun. I'm a level 0, so thanks for filling me in, Lord Oni. I don't know. I wish. So do we swing with everything? We probably lose Stonehaven Outfitter. Yeah, I think that's fine. But it would work with Mortarpod, right? If I sacked a Mortarpod token to the Mortarpod ability, then I should draw a card, correct? Maybe. Seems like I should. Okay. Lord Oni, thank you. Fill me in with all the rules interactions. Oh, lands mean we're getting championed here. No. Interesting. Well, let's go to attacks. See if we get cryptic. Tap and draw. That's alright. We can explosives on 2. And I guess opal. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. Oh. Are we gonna win one? Opponent gets another land. Oh yeah, this has been a rough one, Twitch. This deck is ambitious. Very ambitious. Kalitas. Well, luckily we got a Path to Exile. So I think we just win here unless our opponent has like a Dispel. So let's Path Kalitas. I'm good, Twitch. How are you? And then blow explosives. Blue-Black Fairies is a real deck. I think it's just pretty much a regular Blue-Black Fairies deck that is playing Kalitas, because a lot of decks are playing Kalitas. Yeah, we've been streaming for like a month or so. Maybe a little more than that. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Alright, well, we won that one. I don't know if we're going to get there. We got one more game to get a winning record. I don't know if it's going to happen tonight, Tracy Kang. It's already 6:17, and we have Commander Clash shortly. So maybe no Momir tonight. It's looking that direction, unfortunately. Good news is we got streams Wednesday and Thursday, so there definitely will be Momir at some point. A Sealed League? I would consider doing Sealed League, yeah. I would be more likely to do it when... Awesome, Hurry. Go if you haven't, following would be sweet. Keeps you up to date on when we're streaming. But we got the schedule printed below as well. Also, you can see the replays on MTG Goldfish Replay on Twitter. So we'll see. Momir might have to wait for tomorrow. Exile all non-token permanents. Starting with you, each player chooses one of the... Oh, I think Jake played this in Commander against me. Or against us on Commander Clash. And it was miserable. And very Jake-like. Oh, in his red random deck. Flayer Husk. Hurry me dur. Thank you. Oh, they have Ancestral suspended. Tap land. Ooh. Well, let's get in for one. And then let's Flooded Strand, crack it, get a Plains, and Mortarpod to get Spell Snared. Yeah, repeat this process until you get kicked out of your playgroup and have no one to play Commander with. It almost happened to Jake when he did it to us. Oh, and Thoughtseize. Opponent. There's not an actual combo. It's pretty value-y. D-Many, how goes it? Good to see ya. Hello, hello. Yeah, there's no, like, actual, like, game-winning combo. We're just kind of valuing people. I guess the combo is achieve Metalcraft and equip a sword or batter skull for free. I don't know if that is really a combo, but it's a thing that we can do that's kind of good. Steel Shaper's Gift. Oh, we are playing... Ooh, this is interesting. Do we have to path this to resolve Steel Shaper's Gift? We're playing a 4-color Puresteel Paladin deck, which is not working out for us. I don't know. A sword would be nice. It's pretty slow. I guess we can just let it go. Watery Grave, untapped, and just explosive. Well, let's attack first. See if they block. Yeah, I mean, it's very white, but it has Tezzeret and Trinket Mage as the blue and black cards, and then red is mostly for explosives and for Wear Tear. So I guess it's more Esper, but technically it is 3 colors. Yeah, we can. It only takes 3 creatures and a bunch of equipping, and we can build our own divination. The modern format will never be the same. Oh, never be the same. Yeah, the red is mostly for sideboard. Alright, Flooded Strand, go. Yeah, I think we started early, D-Many, so we're kind of winding down, actually, because I got to go do Commander Clash here in a minute. No, Puresteel's not doing well. We might have to try the Storm, like, Cheerio version on one of the streams this week to see if that does better. Yeah, we've won a couple games, but no matches. We don't have any red cards. I guess we just need a Hallowed Fountain. Yeah, D-Many, we always start around 7, but usually we do the Wednesday streams earlier because we record Commander Clash at night on Wednesdays. But Richard has a flight tomorrow, so we had to switch the days for Commander Clash, essentially. So that's why this stream got bumped up so we could record Commander Clash around everyone's schedule this week. So our opponent draws a million cards with Ancestral. We keep playing lands and doing nothing. Seeing opponents resolve Ancestral, usually a good sign that we're not going to win the game. Click. Sure. Alright, we might as well path it. Oh boy. Well, we've done some nice 05s. We voted you guys are streaming Commander Clash this week. I think we could do live Commander Clash eventually, but I don't think it'll be this week. Yeah, that is part of the problem too. EDH. Moto is already rough for EDH, and doing it on Twitch would be challenging, so I think it could happen as like a special episode at some point, but I wouldn't expect it right away. I am super excited for EMA Ashmaker. The set looks awesome. Oh, we're killing it, Stu. It's on the top of the screen. Don't make me say it out loud. Oh, you got a Cryptic off of your 3 Ancestrals? Yup. Yep, you do. We're 04, Stu. About to be 05. Nyx Fleece Ram! We're going to Nyx Fleece Ram it through this league. Right now, we're Wall of Omens. Heading for the Nyx Fleece Ram. Trying to become a Horn Turtle if we win. Is that a 1-4? Maybe. Oh, now we just get beat down by Creeping Tar Pit. Draw a Prairie Stream. Yeah, that's true. Thing in the Ice is another good 04. This deck is apparently not too... I'm not too good with the deck. I mean, maybe it's awesome, and I'm horrible. but I kind of think it's just not very good. The mana is just very rough. Maybe the Storm version is better, because it seems like our payoff isn't that great. Like, even when we get all of our combo pieces, we're like antheming, pumping up our team, +1/+1, giving ourselves an anthem, or, oh my goodness, the third cryptic, or drawing an extra card once in a while. So just like the payoff for all the work that we do isn't, it doesn't seem worth it. Pagan, thank you for the follow. Yoki dokie. So our opponent is living the good life. I wish we were them. They've got to resolve 2 Ancestrals and 3 Cryptics. Have 7 cards in hand. Oh, I wish I was resolving Ancestrals instead of Flayer Husks and Lightning Greaves. Lightning Greaves, really? Oh, Yoki Doki Yoke Docs, yeah. Good call. Oh, yeah, we're going to get tapped out. So we're probably just going to get championed out of this game. Yeah, misbind. Click. Yeah, maybe we'll try to do the Storm version since I already have most of the Puresteel cards. Maybe we'll try the Storm version either tomorrow or Thursday for the stream. Because I think that Paladin is a sweet card, but I just can't make this build of it work. So maybe we'll try to do that at some point. Oh, you going to tap us down again? Yeah, that's lethal. Well, that's a 0-5. That's the way it goes sometimes. Oh, well, I guess that's all for today, everyone. Maybe we'll try another version of Paladin in the future to see if we can make Paladin work. But remember, playmats back in stock. If you haven't, give a follow to the Twitch, and you can see the replays of the Twitch on MTG Goldfish Replay YouTube. So keep that in mind. Subscribe for that if you want to see the old ones. Siri! It's right at the end. But, yeah, sorry about changing the schedule today. Like I said, we have Commander Clash tonight instead of tomorrow night, which is why the schedule changed this week. But it's still going to be 7 normally. But I'll be back tomorrow. Budget Magic is tomorrow night. Stream tomorrow at 4 Eastern at the normal time. So, sorry we didn't win more. The deck was still sweet, but I don't know. Maybe tomorrow the record will go better. Anyway, thanks everyone for hanging out. Really appreciate it, and I will talk to you soon.